Hi everyone, Chodesh Tov Umavorach. We have just entered the month of Av, or some people will call it Menachem Av over here. It's a new Hebrew month. It's the fifth Hebrew month of the Jewish calendar. If we take it from the time of Rosh Chodesh Nisan, as you can see, I'm in a bagel place at the moment to share some words with regards to this month. We cannot, from the start of Rosh Chodesh, we can't eat meat now for 9 days, so naturally I'm in a milky place. In fact, I do believe some communities will on Rosh Chodesh Av itself still maybe have meaty products in of its own. There may be some Sephardi communities, but in of itself, we stop eating meat. I'm doing a series on the different laws within regards to 3 weeks and 9 days itself, but just to share over a few words within regards to Rosh Chodesh Av and the month of Av over here. So month of Av comprises of 9 of the days from the 3 weeks of mourning, from Shiva Asar B'Tammuz till Tisha B'Av respectively, naturally. And the 9 sad days, we take upon ourselves on these 9 days extra acts of mourning during this time period, where obviously we don't wear fresh clothing, for example, we don't eat meat, there's no weddings, and many different laws, many different signs of mournings. And the saddest of all days is going to be Tisha B'Av, and many calamities occurred. It was the 2 destructions, or the 2 temples occurred on Tisha B'Av respectively. The first Bet HaMikdash and the second Bet HaMikdash. Also, the people living in England, for example, I believe they were expelled at some stage in time that actually fell on Tisha B'Av. Also, I think the Spanish Inquisition fell on that specific date itself. The 5th of Av happens to be the Yahrzeit, the Hilula of the famous Ari HaKadosh, Rabbi Isaac Luria Ashkenazi, really great rabbi, one of the great Kabbalists of Tzfat. Happens to be his Yahrzeit on that day. At the start, also it's of the month of Av, it's the Hilula of Aharon HaKohen, the great high priest. However, these 9 days are 9 days of mourning, 9 days of sadness. We don't have fun times, we don't enjoy ourselves. They actually call it Menachem Av because we are mourning. They say that the Shabbat before Tisha B'Av actually falls up is Shabbat Chazon, it is called. That's another name for that Shabbat. And on Tisha B'Av itself, we say the Lamentations prayers also, and various different kinot, tefillot, we will actually say throughout that specific day on the 9th of Av. The 10th of Av, after midday of 10th of Av, we lift many of the restrictions. And however, there is some good news on this month itself. The 15th of Av happens to be Tu B'Av. You could say the romantic day of the Jewish romantic day, because on the Tu B'Av itself, the women came out in the white clothes and make the partners. It was days where many different good things occurred for Am Yisrael also on Tu B'Av. Say, for example, the wood chopping is one of the main things. Also, the Binyaminites, they stopped the Gezerah against them, actually stopped on that specific day. And many other great things actually occurred on Tu B'Av. So 21 days after Tisha B'Av naturally is days of joy. But however, just like we increase our joy when we come inside the month of Adar, month of Purim, the opposite is true with the month of Av. With the month of Av, we reduce the amount of simcha that we specifically have on this month. It's got the sign of a lion, this month does, in the month of Av. Why is it? Because the lion of Babylon came and destroyed the first Bet HaMikdash and Nebuchadnezzar respectively. And they say also, I believe, they say Moshiach is born on, I'm not sure if it's Tisha B'Av or on the month of Av itself. That's another interesting thing. What does the word Av mean in Hebrew? It means a father. A father. That's what the word Av means over here. So that's why it's a father of months, you could argue, in so many things. But one thing what we've got to do in this month, we know that what was the cause of destruction, especially the second Bet HaMikdash, was Sinat Chinam. What we must do at this point in time, especially with everything going on across the world, all the threats that Israel faces at the moment, we need to increase our ahavat hinam for other people. Of course, one should not give a license if someone sees there's someone maybe transgressing and stuff like that, not to give them a pat on the back for those reasons, but to generally care for other people, bring about ahavat hinam, bring about love for other people. So we see someone's down, we cheer them up on this side this month. We maybe wrong someone, we ask them for forgiveness at this point in time. We build people up at this point in time. We increase them in Torah. Real love, ahavat chinam, is not just coming to pat someone on the back, it's to also love the people and increase their Torah, have their spiritual well-being also. And with that in mind, Bezrat Hashem, we're going to see brachot here from Israel, brachot all over the world, and Bezrat Hashem, we're going to see the rebuilding of the third Bet HaMikdash. B'mheira b'meinu. Wishing you all a Chodesh Tov and Barach, and take care.